let's get you the latest that is coming in from the Rajya Sabha. The Prime Minister finally spoke in the Rajya Sabha today, where the budget session was concerned. He was to speak in Lok Sabha yesterday, but that never quite happened in midst of the chaos between the Treasury Bench MPs and the opposition MPs. Grave charges have now also been levelled right from the Speaker, which seem to suggest, as per, of course, these are charges by the Treasury Bench's MPs, that there possibly was a plot, is what they're saying, to attack the Prime Minister physically, where Congress MPs were concerned. Now, all of this needs to be proven. These are mere charges that have been laid by the Treasury Benches. The Prime Minister, though, today, speaking in Rajya Sabha, tore into the opposition. One of the rare speeches where he went after the opposition one by one on account of number one, where it came down to chants of Modi, teri, kabar, khudegi. He says the opposition wants my kabar. He also waded in to the controversy of where it came down to Rahul Gandhi's traitor jibe at Bittu and Bittu's comeback from the BJP, where he called Rahul Gandhi a gaddar. Waded into that, saying that Rahul Gandhi insulted the Sikh community. All of this in midst of the opposition staging a walkout. So opposition MPs walked out when the Prime Minister started speaking, where Rajya Sabha was concerned, and in a fierce attack on the opposition, the Prime Minister spoke not just of the interchange between Rahul Gandhi and Bittu, but also of what has been now in the last couple of hours making the rounds, where Treasury Bench's MPs have been suggesting that there was a conspiracy to attack the Prime Minister physically in Lok Sabha yesterday.
मोहब्बत की दुकान खोलने वाले मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी के नारे लगा रहे हैं जी। ये कौन सी मोहब्बत की दुकान है जो देश के ही किसी नागरिक के कब्र खोदने के सपने देखती हो? ये कौन सा संविधान से उन्होंने सीखा है जो देश के ही किसी नागरिक के कब्र खोदने की बात करते हो? क्या ये संविधान का अपमान नहीं है? क्या ये मानवता का अपमान नहीं है? क्या ये सार्वजनिक जीवन की मर्यादाओं का अपमान नहीं है? और उनको इसका कोई खेद नहीं है। आदरणीय सभापति जी, ये मोदी की कब्र क्यों खोदना चाहते हैं? ये सिर्फ नारा नहीं है, ये इनके भीतर पड़ी हुई नफरत का प्रतिबिंब है, इसकी अभिव्यक्ति है। और वे इसलिए हैं, हमने 370 की दीवार गिरा दी, इसलिए मोदी की कब्र खोदना चाहते हैं। हमने नॉर्थ ईस्ट में बम बंदूक और आतंक का जो छाया बना रहता था, नॉर्थ ईस्ट में शांति और विकास का राह अपनाई, इसलिए वो मोदी की कब्र खोदने पर सोच रहे हैं। पाकिस्तानी आतंकियों को घर में घुस करके जवाब देते हैं, इसलिए मोदी की कब्र खोदने की बात कर रहे हैं। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर करते हैं, इसकी उनको परेशानी होती है और इसलिए वो मोदी की कब्र खोदते हैं। माओवादी आतंक से देश को मुक्ति दिलाने के लिए साहसपूर्ण कदम उठा रहे हैं, इसलिए मोदी की कब्र खोदती है आपको। हमें नेहरू जी ने देश के साथ बहुत बड़ा अन्याय किया था, सिंधु जल समझौता करके। उस सिंधु जल समझौते को हमने एबेंस में डाल दिया। क्या इसलिए आप मोदी की कब्र खोदने के नारे लगा रहे हो? कल जो घटना घटी, इसी सदन के एक माननीय सांसद कांग्रेस के शातिर दिमाग जिनका है, ऐसे युवराज ने उनको गद्दार कह दिया। अहंकार कितनी सातवें आसमान पर पहुंच चुका है इनका। और कांग्रेस को छोड़कर के कितने ही लोग निकले हैं, कांग्रेस के कितने टुकड़े हुए हैं, कई लोग दूसरे दलों में गए हैं, लेकिन औरों को तो किसी को गद्दार नहीं कहा उन्होंने। लेकिन कल सांसद को गद्दार इसलिए कहा क्योंकि वो सिख थे। ये सिखों का अपमान था, एक गुरुओं का अपमान था। और कांग्रेस के अंदर जो कूट कूट करके सिखों के प्रति नफरत भरी पड़ी है ना, उसका वो अभिव्यक्ति थी। और उनको जरा भी दर्द नहीं, वरना आज खड़े होकर के कह सकते थे कि कल जो हुआ इसी सांसद की गरिमा के अनुरूप नहीं था, हमें खेद है। एक शब्द तो बोल लेते, लेकिन सिखों के प्रति उनके मन में जो नफरत भरी पड़ी है, और इसी के कारण उन्होंने कल, और जिसका परिवार देश के लिए शहादत देने वाला परिवार के वो सदस्य हैं, उन्हें अपने राजनीतिक विचारों में परिवर्तन किया, इसलिए गद्दार हो गए। और एक गद्दार शब्द छोटा नहीं है। मेरे देशवासी को कोई गद्दार कहे, ये कैसे देश सहन करेगा? और वो भी एक सिख है इसलिए गद्दार कहना बहुत दुर्भाग्य की बात है। और ऐसे लोग कांग्रेस को नहीं डुबाएंगे तो क्या करेंगे? वोट बैंक की राजनीति में डूबे हुए लोगों ने कभी भी देश के ऐसे अनेक पहलुओं पर मजबूती देनी चाहिए, ये कभी उनकी प्राथमिकता नहीं रही, और उसी का परिणाम है। और जहां तक कांग्रेस पार्टी का सवाल है, मैं साफ साफ कहना चाहता हूं, और मेरे शब्दों पे भरोसा नहीं है तो मैं देश को, लोगों को कहूं कुछ मत करो, सिर्फ लाल किले से कांग्रेस के प्रधानमंत्रियों के जो भाषण है, सिर्फ उन भाषणों का एनालिसिस कर लो, आपको साफ साफ लगेगा कि न उनके पास कोई सोच थी, न उनके पास कोई विजन था, और न ही कोई इच्छा शक्ति थी। और इसका परिणाम है कि देश को इतना भुगतना पड़ा।
All right, the opposition has now responded to the Prime Minister's speech in Rajya Sabha. The news just coming in. You have Leader of Opposition Rajya Sabha, Mr. Khudegi, who along with his MPs in Rajya Sabha had staged a walkout. You also have Jairam Ramesh, Rajya Sabha MP, tweeting out, as always, the speech was packed with abuses, attacks, distortion of facts, theatrics, gestures and derogatory remarks. It even included his usual brazen and lies. His narcissism and his obsession with delivering punchy one-liners was glaringly evident throughout the entire speech, is what Jairam Ramesh has tweeted out, and also what Mr. Khudegi, the Leader of Opposition in Rajya Sabha's comeback to the Prime Minister's speech in Rajya Sabha. Mind you, opposition MPs had staged a walkout saying that they were not allowed to speak in Parliament.
जितने भी रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस है उसी के तहत हम बात कर रहे थे। हम कोई हंगामा नहीं कर रहे थे या हम जाके उनको डिस्टर्ब भी नहीं कर रहे थे, लेकिन उन्होंने ये ठान लिया है दोनों अपोजिशन लीडर को बात करने नहीं देना, लोकसभा में भी और राज्यसभा में भी। ये लोग हमारे पार्टी को और हमारे नेताओं को अपमान करने का काम करते हैं, इसलिए हम कंडम किए हैं, हमको बात भी करने नहीं दिए। इसीलिए सारे पार्टी के नेता लोग ये तय किए कि अगर वो बात करने नहीं देते तो हम लोग वॉकआउट करना चाहिए, प्रोटेस्ट करना चाहिए।
We wanted to listen to the Prime Minister. We were all present there. But the leader of the opposition wanted to make a point. But the Prime Minister didn't yield, nor the chairman allowed so. We have been pleading with the government, please allow the LOP of Lok Sabha to complete his speech. So first time that the leader of the opposition is not allowed to make his points. So, since the Prime Minister nor the Chairman allowed the Leader of the Opposition, we were forced to walk out of the House. The Prime Minister has
All right,
spoken.
let's get in political reactions as well as what political analysts feel on what the Prime Minister's speech entailed, as well as the remarks by the opposition. Well, we have certain commercial commitments in this broadcast today, so we're going to keep it really short and tight. But let's begin with giving 2 minutes each to all our panelists. Their first comments. Joining me, Rajya Sabha, political analyst, Ashutosh, political analysts, Bhavya, Narasimha, Moorthy, spokesperson Congress, Pradeep, Bhandari, spokesperson BJP. Pradeep Bhandari, to open with you, the Prime Minister there in the comments that he made, the opposition coming back, number one, stating that how is insulting one leader who was with the Congress, calling him traitor, is an insult to the larger Sikh community. Number two, indications that came in earlier that there was a ploy by the Congress or a conspiracy by Congress MPs to attack the Prime Minister physically. What's the credence to that?
Well, Preeti, at the outset, it's now aptly clear that after the Honorable Prime Minister stated facts in the Parliament that the entire Gandhi Vadra family has always hated the people of India. And this is exactly what I'm quoting from selected works of Indira Gandhi. And I quote, Indira Gandhi said that when she was asked about problems, she said that her father thought that 350 million people of the country are problems. And Indira Gandhi thought that 570 million people of the country are problem. So the Congress party believes that anybody who does good for the country is a problem and he has to be eliminated. So the past president of the Congress party has been of calling Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Modi teri kabar khudegi, and wishing death for the Honorable Prime Minister. So at this moment, why has the Congress party resorted to theatrics and resorted to this abuse? Because the Honorable Prime Minister stands between the Congress party and its attempt to take the country backward. So is it true or not that what the Prime Minister said that during Operation Sindoor, the Congress party asked that Hindustan ke kitne jets gire? Is it true or not that when surgical strikes were conducted, Congress party asked for proof? Is it true or not that when Ram Mandir was constructed, the Congress party called it as a Nach Gana ka event? Is it true or not that the Congress party, when UPI was introduced, said that Hindustan ka garib kya jaake UPI karega, kya change dega? Is it true or not that Prime Minister Narendra Modi reflects the strength of the people of the country, where he's lifted more than 17 crore people out of poverty line? So PM Narendra Modi reflects the failure of the Congress party for 70 years, and the Prime Minister reflects the aspirations of 140 crore people. And not a single thing which the Prime Minister stated was false. In fact, it was fact. Now, coming on to your specific answer, recall what Rajiv Gandhi had said when Rajiv Gandhi, and I quote Rajiv Gandhi, said that जब एक बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है तो धरती जो है वो हिलती है. He justified the massacre of the Sikhs in 1984, and the Congress party till date has not officially apologized for it. So what Mr. Rahul Gandhi called a member of the Sikh community was not out of coincidence or his hatred for the member jumping the party. Well, jumping of the party is even Mamata Banerjee has done so, Sharad Pawar has done so, but Rahul Gandhi has not used those words. It was precisely because he belonged to the Sikh community, and we've seen this from the past actions of the Congress party. On the part of, it is aptly clear, it's not what we are saying. The Speaker has said it, that the attempt of the Congress party was to physically attack the Prime Minister, and the Congress has done it because the front which backs the Congress has been the urban Naxal front, and Prime Minister today reflects the
Okay, I want to bring in Bhavya into this conversation, but Pradeep, a small correction. Dr. Manmohan Singh did apologize in Parliament where the Sikh massacre was concerned. But Bhavya, your 2 minutes for a rebuttal start now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm talking about from the Congress party. Go ahead.
Prime Minister Modi was mentioning all the, speaking about all the Congress Prime Minister in the past. I want to say he is the best in 5 things. Narendra Modi is the best. 1, in self-pity. 2, in self-obsession. 3, theatrics and dramatics. 4, his obsession with the party, Congress party. And 5, with Nehru, his obsession with Nehru. These 5 are the only things he is good at. Every time he is cornered, every time he has to answer some real questions, these are the 5 things he comes up with. We have seen that, right? There are prime ministers from Congress who have given their lives taking tough decisions. But this man, he's so indecisive, even when the national security was at risk. And the opposition leader questioned it, his mic was turned off. He's hiding behind the speaker. 1. Why is he not addressing the real issues? Why, like, the US president literally bullies the Prime Minister of India and he's okay with it. The US president asked him to dance and sang according to Epstein's file, which he's named, by the way. The humiliation he brought to Prime Minister's chair. when his name appeared in Epstein's file? No, he can't answer that. That's exactly why this self-pity comes. That, oh, people are going to threaten me. They're threatening me. They call me names. Oh, come on. You're the prime minister. Move on. Do the real work. Stop self-pitying. Answer the tough questions. Address at least one press conference, for God's sake. It's been 11 years. Don't hide. Don't hide behind all this. He's afraid to go to Lok Sabha. He says the female MPs who are protesting, standing there and protesting, are going to threaten him. What kind of a prime minister is he? He says he has 56-inch chest. Like, for what? To hide behind people? And the best part is the India-US trade deal, his own cabinet ministers are not in sync.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. He didn't say that women MPs are attacking him. This is something the Treasury Bench has said. But Bhavya, I'll come back to you. 2 minutes, Rajat Sethi. Your time begins now on your analysis of this speech and, of course, what has gone down in the last 24 hours in Parliament.
I think, when Prime Minister approached today's speech at Rajya Sabha, of course, the hangover was about what happened in Lok Sabha yesterday, and it was very distressing. You don't expect the Prime Minister to have his entire security detail along with him when he's sitting in the chair. And he's trying to address the parliament. So whatever inputs the speaker had about the possible attack, I believe we should leave it to the wisdom of such a serious constitutional office of the speaker. Let us not demean it. I'm sure no panelists sitting out here have extra information much more than the speaker. So let's not go down there. Let's leave it to his wisdom. A. B. Prime Minister was, of course, coming with a lot of thumping victories around the trade deals. So he had that exuberance in his speech. And therefore, he had that confidence with which I believe he was able to present a picture contrasting it sharply with the Congress party. When you draw those contrasts, I can understand that the Congress party would be visibly upset. I heard positive things. I could hear that he was talking about all these trade deals. These trade deals have been languishing for decades. Look at the EU trade deal. So a lot of things, part because of the work of the party and the leadership in the government, and also part because of the global circumstances. I believe it was Prime Minister Modi's steadfast leadership that he did not bow down the way Pakistanis did before Trump, to seal a deal which is respectable. We as a country should be proud that he ensured that our office of the Prime Minister is not belittled in the process. And I think he had that confidence. He went ahead with that in full glory. And of course, he being a politician will draw those sharp contrasts which will make Congress party uncomfortable. And he will keep poking wherever he will see that's the soft target. And calling somebody Gaddar, forget calling a Sikh Gaddar, but calling anybody Gaddar is very, very unfortunate.
All right, Rajat, your time is up. Let's once again cut across to what went down in Parliament. The Prime Minister spoke for 1 hour, 32 minutes, starting at 5 p.m. in Rajya Sabha, launching a fierce attack on the opposition as well as Rahul Gandhi. I want to bring in a political analyst, Ashutosh. Ashutosh, your quick analysis of the speech and, of course, with what the opposition has now hit back with.
So, Preeti, there's a lot of disturbances from your MCR in my ear, so I can't hear properly. But as I understand what the Prime Minister has said, I think there are a few points which has to be said. First of all, I do not find anything interesting in this speech, and I think it's a old wine in the old bottle. There's nothing in hardly anything. Secondly, it is a boring attack on the Congress party. Since 2014, I've been hearing this. Same words, same rhetorics, everything is the same. It's repeated so many times that it has lost its relevance. It has lost its weight. And then again, the characteristic of Prime Minister's speech is the full of narcissism. Me, and me again. And what I call it, that this is basically a classic Nixon's Kennedy syndrome. I know there's a very little time to explain that. But let's talk about what happened today. This has happened for the first time in Indian history, probably, except in 2004 when the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was not allowed to speak because of the disruption caused by the BJP. Prime Minister did not come to the Parliament to speak on the vote of thanks. This is something which is bizarre, and the argument which is given by the Speaker is further bizarre. If there was something unprecedented was to happen to the Prime Minister, as said by Giriraj Singh, then I think it needs a proper thorough investigation because it is related to the security of the Prime Minister. Has an FIR been lodged anywhere? Has any investigation been done? Has any member of parliament from where the Prime Minister or the Speaker was expecting, the Giriraj Singh was expecting a kind of unprecedented thing? They have been detained? Have they been brought into the custody? Has they been interrogated? No. So I think it's basically a damage control exercise after a few hours, realizing that this will go down in the parliamentary history that the Prime Minister did not address. So it is to something like this which has been done today.
Okay, Ashutosh, your time is up. I want to once again cut across to what the Prime Minister said. He took on Rahul Gandhi, suggesting that this was an insult to Sikhs, where Rahul Gandhi called Ravneet Singh Bittu as traitor. Listen in, we just spoke to Amrinder Singh Raja Waring, and he's one of the suspended MPs from Lok Sabha. He's been suspended for the rest of the budget session, and this is his response on if Rahul Gandhi has actually insulted the Sikh community. Let's play that out. We are back with our panelists. Today, what happened outside Parliament, the exchange between Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Bittu has now sparked massive debate in Punjab, where the BJP says you had Rahul Gandhi who insulted Sikhs by calling Mr. Bittu a traitor.
Saying something to Mr. Bittu, how can this is insult of the Sikhs? You just tell me. He have not said anything to the Sikhs. He said, Bittu, hello, my friend, traitor. He have not said anything to Sikhs. And do you know, have you heard the what Bittu says? Bittu says, अगर मैंने आज पगड़ी पहनी है, there is I can send you that recording of his recording while Bharat Jodo Yatra in Ludhiana, Punjab. He is saying this pagdi just because of Rahul Gandhi. He suggests me to wear the turban. You are a Sikh, just wear the turban. Rahul Gandhi have a respect about Sikhs and everybody, but he only said that, hello, my friend traitor. Nothing to Sikhs. He have a high respect for Sikhs. How can a person feels ki bhai something he is saying to Bittu and some other leader of this BJP who belong to this Sikh, and they are saying ki bhai this is the insult of a one Sikh.
All right, bringing in Pradeep Bhandari into this conversation. Pradeep Bhandari, Mr. Bittu was a part of the Congress. He left the Congress, joined your political party. Rahul Gandhi was referring to him as traitor, not the Sikh community, alleges the Congress.
Well, at the outset, I was listening to my dear friend Ashutosh, and I understand Ashutosh will find everything except what Rahul Gandhi says as bizarre, because Ashutosh only listens to Mr. Rahul Gandhi's words, and only Rahul's swine is what Ashutosh will ever have. But the Congress spokesperson was speaking about, and the Congress gentleman, the MP you spoke about, was speaking about rhetoric and indecisiveness. When the nation is not forgotten, Preeti, how indecisiveness is when UNSC seat was gifted to China with the Congress party. The indecisiveness is when in Sharm el-Sheikh, the India's sovereignty was gifted by Dr. Manmohan Singh. Indecisiveness is when surgical strike was not conducted after 26/11. Indecisiveness is when the Congress party left this country with double-digit inflation where the common man and the poor suffer. Indecisiveness is when the Congress party left with current account deficit of more than 5%. Indecisiveness is when the Congress party could not even provide electricity and tap water connection to the poor of the country. Indecisiveness is when the Congress party did a trade deal with ASEAN, where ASEAN benefited and not India benefited. Indecisiveness is when Nehru gifted Aksai Chin and lost the 1962 war despite the army's warning. So yes, I understand that the Congress party, which has a history of indecisiveness, will never understand what decisiveness means, because the Congress party is a party of thieves, because they even stole the surname of Mahatma Gandhi, and the Congress party needs to answer that Firoz Gandhi's surname was Ghandy. What prompted them to even steal the surname of Mahatma Gandhi? And my dear, of course, spokesperson from the Congress party, have you even forgotten that what is the growth rate of the country? It is at 7%. Have you forgotten that what the world is speaking about India? It's speaking that India is the shining spot of the world economy. So I understand when the poor uplifts, when the Indian economy does good, when India is secure, the Congress has an issue. And this is why the Congress has been sitting in opposition, not just one state across. And 95 elections Rahul has lost, and he will lose further 95 elections, because today in the mind of the people of the country, Rahul Gandhi is an anti-India man,
Okay.
and he himself has declared he's against Indian
Pradeep,
state.
your time is up. All right, 2 minutes rebuttal. Bhavya, go ahead.
So first, I want to address that Gaddar part. Here, Rahul Gandhi called Bittu, who quit Congress, who sold his ideology for a ministry berth, as Gaddar, right? This hurt Prime Minister more than when his own cabinet minister, Anurag Thakur, called the people of India as Gaddar. You all know that slogan. That's not even appropriate to take it on a national channel. He said, "Desh ke gaddaron ko whatever," right? That did not hurt Prime Minister. He did not condemn that. But this hurt Prime Minister when an individual was attacked. Second part, they playing this community card that he embarrassed the Sikh community. Come on, the first Sikh Prime Minister of this country was Dr. Manmohan Singh from Sikh community, from Congress. Don't play this community card, it won't help. Okay? You are hiding behind all these things because Narendra Modi is a coward. He is hiding behind not answering the real questions. You know what they are? He's letting the US president bully him into signing these trade deals. He's not answering why there were people dying in Indore drinking contaminated water. The China issue, most importantly, what the opposition leader asked in the parliament, he couldn't answer that. Let him come out and say, he did not take 2 hours just to say, let him do, asking the army chief to do what is right. After 2 hours, really? Do you even know how much even a minute matters in Indian army? On the field, when the Chinese troops are approaching the borders, does he know any value of the lives of our Indian army people? To take 2 hours just to say, let him do what he thinks is right?
Bhavya, your time is up. I
indecisiveness
just
and
want to get
coward?
our viewers up to speed. Rahul Gandhi has just tweeted. Bhavya, your time is up. Can we get the faders down? Rahul Gandhi has just tweeted at the back of the Prime Minister's speech, vote of thanks in Rajya Sabha. He says, "Bas sawalon se itni घबराहट, मोदी जी सच्चाई से ऐसे डरे, झूठ की शरण ले ली है, खैर जो उचित समझा वही किया." Well, this is the response of Rahul Gandhi to the Prime Minister's speech, 1 hour 37 minute speech in Rajya Sabha. Rajat, 2 minutes, final words.
It takes a lot of time to even comprehend what Rahul Gandhi is saying. I mean, where is this so scared of questions even coming from? The opposition leaders, including him, were allowed to speak and present whatever they deemed fit to counter the government. It was government's chance. So I think this is the broad tradition that was followed here as well. Where is it that the opposition parties' questions were not answered? It was in fact that the opposition parties staged a walkout. When does it even happen that a prime minister of this country is speaking and in the middle of it you want to interject? And if you're not allowed to interject, you simply walk out. This is the classic my way or the highway strategy that the Congress believes in. And they also still feel that, either they'll have the voice or they have no business to be in the parliament. They would rather walk out and not give patient hearing to the prime minister. Isn't this shameful? My simple point here is, Congress party could have made even better positions, even better policy statements or policy criticism, whatever they wanted to do. Session after session, Congress does not stage a proper strategic attack on the government. They come out with flimsy arguments like the one that they made on the former army chief's book, part quoting them, not quoting the other part, where he in the very same book has said it in multiple interviews that no square inch of this land was taken away. But the Congress party won't quote that. If you want to be so intellectually dishonest, and then you expect that the Prime Minister of this country will stand up and give two hoots to about what you're trying to say, I'm sorry, he's not obliged to do that. You can live your own la la land and try to cook up stories around the sovereignty of this country. But I don't think the Prime Minister's office should stoop down to a level where they have to address this nonsensical things that were quoted by the leader of the opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. So I'm happy that he stood there. He talked about quote unquote boring things that Ashutosh ji is saying, because if the country is running properly, if the Goldilocks scenario in development and growth numbers are being posted, inflation is 1%, then yes, inflation 1% is boring, because you will not see people filling up the streets against the government. Because if that happens, that is interesting for the political analyst sitting here.
Okay.
It is very boring for him
Okay.
once the factories are running and when people
All
are
right.
working in the factories quietly. That doesn't fit their narrative. That is boring for him.
Okay. All right, Rajat. Okay, Rajat, I need to stop you there. I believe our clock stopped working, but I think our producers has timed it to 2 minutes. But Ashutosh, your 2 minutes start now. Go ahead.
Thank God, Preeti, I'm not called traitor. Though I'm on a daily basis is being called traitor, from whom and who always loves to call me traitor, because I don't know, the BJP supporters, they find me so interesting and so exciting. They always like to attack me. Okay, that's besides the point. The point is very simple. I think the fundamental question which needs to be raised is the chair, is the speaker partial? Can there be two rules, one for the opposition and another for the treasury? The Rahul Gandhi cannot quote from the book, but Nishikant can quote from the book and pass on some scandalous things. I got many books about the BJP leaders. I dread to talk about all that. And there is others also in the public domain and on the YouTube here. If that is quoted, then the whole government will be very, very embarrassed. Prime Minister should have come out on this and should have scolded Nishikant Dubey. Prime Minister did not do that. So please, before sermonizing to Rahul Gandhi, he should also look within. The issue is very simple. Issue is, can Rahul Gandhi not quote from the army chief's book? Is BJP and the government so scared of an army chief? Is he questioning the nationalism of the army chief? Is he questioning the integrity and the credentials of an army chief? Is it that they find the General Narvane not patriotic enough if he's writing something? That's the fundamental question. Because if Rahul Gandhi was talking nonsensical, then why the whole BJP and the government got so upset, did not allow him to quote? Why? This question needs to be asked. And the lie was spread that the book is not published. If book is not published, then how come the book exists? Say the book is not circulated in India because the government of India doesn't want book to be circulated. But I know many people who got the book. Outside India, the book is openly available on the shelf. So why the lies?
I believe your time is up. Ashutosh, thank you. I thank all our panelists. Ashutosh, time is up. Your fader will automatically go down. All right. Appreciate all four of you for joining us and giving us your point of view. I think one thing we will all agree on is that this session, and, it's a tough call, but has been one of the most acrimonious when it comes down to the Treasury benches vis-a-vis the opposition there, both in Rajya Sabha and in Lok Sabha. We're going to leave it at that. On the other side is Gaurav Sawant. Thank you all for joining us. Thank our panelists as well. We'll see you tomorrow.